Hello, Priyanshi. Good afternoon. It's an immense pleasure to have you today amongst us. So, students and parents, Priyanshi Goel has achieved formidable scores in the CLAT 2026 exam. And Priyanshi, today we want to hear it from the horse's mouth. What are the things you did? What are the things we should not do? So, all that stuff. So, let's start with why did you get motivated to do law and which course did you enroll for in Career Launcher?
First of all, thank you so much, ma'am, for having me here. I'm very excited for this. And let's come to the question of why I first decided to do law. Firstly, a lot of my family friends are actually in this profession. And since very young, I was very fascinated to see them grill for this and for the CLAT examination as well. So it was quite a motivation for me. And I was enrolled in the CL-LST 2 year span batch, and it was definitely very helpful.
Yes. So, enrolling in the 2 year batch, do you think that had an early bird advantage for you? What are your feelings?
Yes, definitely. The first year is definitely going to be a very crucial year for you, because here you will feel confused, and that's very natural because this is the experimentation stage. You should definitely try out new things and see what works for you, because for the next 1 year you cannot afford to experiment with your strategies, with your materials. So this is the time when you should definitely utilize and try to uh, bring about a schedule for yourself.
So, yeah, what you're saying is build a robust foundation so that you can face the real exam
True.
well.
Yes.
Okay. So that was a wonderful insight. I also wanted to understand from you that what are the various resources you used and what sort of support sort of guided you through the process?
So CL has always been there with me in this entire journey, and have been using the resources that they have given to us very well. So their Manthan, the both the daily, the weekly, and the Manthan 2.0, all these three resources are your go-to resources for your ALET and CLAT prep both. And when it comes to the CL-LST YouTube channel, that is so helpful, especially for GK, I would say. You have daily newspaper analysis on this channel. You also have daily subject wise and topic wise classes for GK and other subjects as well. They are very helpful. And coming to my offline coaching, my mentors like Aparna ma'am, Vineet sir, Prasan sir, they have always stood beside me in any part where I get stuck, or even when I need a bit of a momentous to move forward, because there will be ups and downs and you need that support with yourself. The most important thing is that you should follow whatever your mentor says. They are really here after a lot of experience, and whatever material they are trying to give you, you should definitely do that as much as you can.
Okay. Any other thing that you thought was contributing to your success story today?
I would say mocks. Mocks was so very much helpful. CL mocks are a very good blend of easy, hard, moderate. One mock you will find your scores to be maybe 90 plus, and the other mock you might drop to 70s. But that's just part of the journey, because this mix and match of different scores and different types of exposures is what really makes you prepared for the actual D-Day. And whenever we have some doubts in the mocks, anything, we just reach out to our mentors. Aparna ma'am has always been there for English and logic. So I am just so indebted to her that she has always
Oh, you're
been
most
there with
welcome.
me.
Yes. So we also believe that you took a lot of efforts to get your doubts resolved. So it works two ways. So can you tell me how you used mocks, as a tool for success, so that our students get some insights?
See, mocks is not just about writing for those 2 hours. The main thing is that you need to analyze those mocks for the next 3 hours. So every single mocks will take you about 4 to 5 hours to do a proper thing that you want to do with the mocks. Then only it is going to help you out. So when you have written the mock, you will definitely get the answer key. But at times it might happen that you don't understand through the answer key what your doubts were, where you got stuck, why you were confused in the question, why you could not get that question right. That is where the very important aspect of your prep comes in. That is your mentors. You should definitely never ever shy away from approaching your mentors, because They will help you out with where you exactly get stuck, and they will help to not repeat the same mistake again in the next mocks and in the D-Day.
Great. So, from what I hear, mocks are skill building tools, self assessment tools,
Definitely.
improvisation tools, doubt solving tools. So that's a lot for students to get motivated to write mocks. So
Definitely.
Priyanshi, you mentioned that you've seen a lot of fluctuations in your mock score. At times it skyrockets and plummets. कैसे manage किया आपने? How did you manage this?
So, first of all, you need to really get this fear out of yourself that if you're not doing good enough in one mock, it is not going to be the end of the world. Trust me. Because here, everyone, if you're well prepared and if a mock does not go your way, it does not mean that it is only you. Maybe it is also that someone else or all the other people are actually not having that much great marks in the mocks. And even if it's just you, it's your prep journey. It is you who matters here, not anyone else mocks scores. So you need to get this fear out of yourself that if a mock has plummeted, a score has plummeted, that this is the end of the world, my CLAT is not going to happen. I remember the third last mock that I gave, I think I scored in 70s, and it was very, very disheartening. But I understood this that this is just part of the prep, and I cannot get disheartened from just this mock. I have prepared so well for the past 1.5 years. I need to trust that preparation and I need to go with the flow. I just need to understand where I have made mistakes so that I'm not repeating those mistakes in the D-Day, because that is what will cost you. Mock scores, they are just for your preparation. They really won't reflect anything.
Right. Wonderful. So you managed to, pull yourself up and learn from the mistakes. That's an amazing input you've given all of us. Okay. So general knowledge as a section can be quite overwhelming. It can give jitters to students. You're one of the students who has aced this section successfully, despite the surprises that the CLAT exam threw at you. What are the top 3 tips you would like to give for someone who wants to really conquer GK as a section in the CLAT exam?
So, my very big tip to every one of you will be to be consistent with your newspapers. You only need one single newspaper. You do not need to read 5 different newspapers. Hindu or Indian Express, both are very good newspapers. Be consistent with them. You cannot miss out on any day of your newspaper. And I think reading the newspaper is not enough. Understanding everything that you're not grasping is very much required. You should focus on the vocabulary. You should focus on the reading speed. Newspaper is not just for GK. GK can be done from many other sources as well. Newspaper is a very comprehensive source. It will help you in all 5 of your subjects. Trust me on this. And even you can even join the Hindu analysis that we have every day on our YouTube channel. It is very, very helpful. Trust me. You should first definitely read the newspaper by yourself, and then you should join the newspaper analysis. And Govind sir will take each and every single one of your doubts. He will give his own inputs. And newspaper analysis is not just limited to newspaper. We also have a small vocab section.
Correct.
3 days, 3 words every day is a very good progress in itself. So that is also very, very helpful. He'll give you a lot of tips as well. So newspaper and newspaper analysis, first thing, very, very important. Secondly, also that, as I said with newspapers, again, if you're having any other resource, first of all, stick with 1 or 2 resources at max. Do not run behind 10 different resources, because it will only jitter your process of your preparation. You do not want to do 10 resources shallowly, but you should do every resource that you're having deeply. So 1 or 2 resources at max, but do them very well. So Manthans should be your go-to thing for one-liners, for understanding your newspapers and newspaper analysis, and your YouTube channel videos that are there for every single topic in GK, because that gives you a overall comprehensive aspect for every single topic. Make notes out of it, because in the last 2 months, when you are there and you have to revise all of it, you cannot go through the entire compendiums or your videos. You need your own notes where you understand what you have written, because that will help you the most. You can underline, you can highlight again. So make notes, very, very important. Start from January, November, December also will be helpful. So I would suggest that from this December itself, right now, wherever you are, start making notes, start doing GK properly like you would in the last few months of your preparation.
Okay, great. So that was very, very insightful. Okay, so if we were to give top three critical success factors for our next year CLAT aspirants, okay, what would they be? And some do's and don'ts from you.
Okay. So first of all, stick with your mentors and your family support, because this is a journey which will have a lot of ups and downs, and you will definitely feel very down at some point of time, and you need that impetus to stand up again and start your preparation again. This will come when you reach out for help, and your mentors are here to really help you out, and even your parents will definitely help you out. They will understand. Talk to them, because this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You have to run it for 1.5 years. So you cannot just think that you can do it by your own self. You would require support, you would require help. Stick with them. Do not shy away from asking help, because this will be your own loss, I would say. Secondly, that I would say is that if you're giving marks, you're analyzing, but you're not writing down your mistakes and you're not reflecting on your mistakes, it will be a problematic situation, because you will be following the same pattern of mistakes in each one of your mocks, and there will be no growth. Many of the students, they are stuck in this loop that my mock scores are stuck in maybe 60 to 70 range, or maybe 70 to 80 range. How to give a lift to that score? So that will come when you reflect on your mistakes, because you do not want to repeat the same pattern of mistakes again and again. So if it's a new mistake, that's a learning, but not the old same mistake. And the third important aspect is that I also faced this problem. I was so behind GK that a few of my other subjects were lagging. Even though, for example, maths is your strong subject. Like me, I had maths as my strong subject. But running behind GK, which you know is a whole ocean in itself, and then ignoring the other subjects, that is going to be a huge problem. Stick to your strengths and also try to amend your weaknesses. So you should definitely do your strengths while you are trying to fix your weaknesses. And especially in the last phase, you should revise and build upon your strength as much as you can, because that will be your scoring factor in your actual paper. You may not be sure whether your weakness subject has become your strength. You should definitely give it a try, but do not leave your strength subjects just because you know them well.
Okay, thank you. Last question I had in my mind is, like you mentioned, you do notes for GK. Do you believe that students should have a dynamic or a fixed study plan? And how do they plan their daily timetable? Do you think that's important?
This is a very, very important topic, I would say. A lot of us, when we're making schedules or plans, we make them for a week at one stretch. You will not be able to follow this, because I know you all are making these plans so stringent. You're forcing yourself to do 12 hours a day, and the previous day you have maybe just given 3 hours. That is humanly not possible. And even if it is, at some point of time you will lose out on maybe that 1 hour or 2 hour period, and your entire next day cycle will also get disturbed. So my biggest tip would be that when you're making a plan, first of all, make it for just 1 or 2 days, and make your plans at micro, macro level altogether. So what I want you all to do is that basically when you're planning your prep journey, you should think that, okay, I have this thing in mind that maybe in December month, I want to get a little bit of this done. In January, I want to be here, and February, I want to do this. Have a very macro plan, like very rough macro plan. And then on a micro level, you should focus on, okay, in this week, I want to get this thing done. And then a detailed plan of your daily schedule. Only make it for 2 days at max. Do not go for the entire week. As I told you, it will get disturbed. And then your mental peace will get disturbed, which will reflect in your prep.
Yes. Thank you, Priyanshi, for all the wonderful insights that you've given us. And even I learned a lot. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Heartiest congratulations from the entire career launcher team. And God bless you. And I do hope you will make an indelible mark in the legal world as you embark on this journey. So stay in touch. And once again, thank you very much.
Thank you
Thanks a
so
lot.
much, ma'am. This was a pleasure to be here and be a part of this journey of yours. I really wish every one of you will be able to make it to your dream colleges the next
Yes,
year.
I'm sure your words were very inspiring. So were your tips.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
ma'am.
so much, Priyanshi, once again. Means a lot. Thank you.